Hello, beautiful love light. Welcome. My name is Jamie. I'm a certified Reiki master and self proclaimed spiritual maestro. Essentially, all that means is I see myself as a conductor standing in front of all of you, beautiful symphony of love lights, conducting all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, or even if it's not, welcome. Heart Rhythm Healing is the name of both this channel and the business that I founded and created in 2017 when I became a certified Reiki master. The name of the business was definitely a spiritual download. And the idea behind Heart Rhythm Healing is that we can tune into the rhythm of our own hearts and find every single solitary thing that we need right there. It is divine wisdom, it is healing, it is love, it is light, it is peace, it is joy, it is truly the fountain that, like, where all of the goodness of life springs forth from, is deep, 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 deep within you, beautiful love light. Everything that you need is just tucked inside of your heart space, your heart mind. And all you need to do is allow time and space to dive in and explore. And that's what I do. I provide space for each one of us to dive in and explore our inner cosmos, so to speak. I do that in a couple different ways, but the main overarching one that I'm really pouring all of my heart, mind, time, devotion into and healing is the harmonic vibrational attunement ensemble, which exists among my own online sacred medicine space at theharmonic.us. So if you want to come and hang out with me there, please do so. You are invited. In here in YouTube, what I'm doing is I'm sharing this information journey. I don't even really know what to fully call it. Just something that I am a person who has always had a voracious appetite for knowledge and information and wanting to know. My journey through life has consistently shown me how that's truly what I'm coded for. My blueprint is about, my top 3 values are love, first and foremost. I am love. I fill myself with love as awesome, as often as possible, so that I can vibrate and emote love as often as possible. Secondary to that is truth. It's very important to me. And it's funny, the older I get, the more I realize how difficult it is to truly land on what is truth. What a beautiful concept to unpack within yourself. What is truth? What is it? It's this huge thing, right? I had a conversation with a friend the beginning of this last week, and we were talking about the notion of absolute truth. And he thinks it's a bunch of BS, which I think is awesome, because I love it when I can have a conversation with someone who is not triggered by someone thinking or holding space for a different idea. And we can actually have a conversation. Why do you think that? I don't. I think absolute truth exists. Do I know that any of us are ever going to know or attain absolute truth? No. And he broke down his reasons, and which were really, it made sense to me, even though I disagree. It made sense to me. So it was just a really interesting conversation. So there's truth. And then my third value, and I really don't know if they're all sort of equal. They're all my top. So they're each in sort of that first place category, is sovereignty or freedom. The idea that each one of us is truly free and sovereign in our own right. So those are my top 3 values. Why did I launch into that? Oh my goodness. Welcome to my brain, y'all. I always go off on tangents, and I rarely am able to come back around. Sometimes spirit throws me a bone and lets me come back around. Basically just all of the things that knowledge, right? This thirst for knowledge. And I think that comes with that value of truth. Like I'm constantly seeking, like I want to know. And so I think wanting to know and having it be truthful kind of go hand in hand. I don't know, maybe not. So in wanting to know things, and I don't want to know everything, I just want to know the things that really like strike a chord within my own vibration, that like resonance, right? Where like something like flows into your vibration and you have an affinity for it, right? Like you begin to really like vibrate and begin to like think about that thing, and it just like washes over you over and over and over again. And for me, it has I've always been fascinated by the Mayan culture. Mayan culture, Aztec, Spanish culture, Native American cultures. Like these are the cultures that have always just, I find them so rich and full of spirit and tradition and humanity. And like, I just love them. And so the Mayan culture kind of came back around with, I watch I'm a subscriber to and an avid watcher of the YouTube channel Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. And when I first started listening to her, she broke down the galactic calendar often. She would bring it into her readings, and I was just, again, so like it resonated with me, and I was so fascinated. And check her channel out, please. She's phenomenal. I love Cassia. I've never met her in person, and I feel that she's a kindred spirit. I'm sure that that's weird, but whatever. Anyway, but I really connected with the galactic calendar and wanted to dig into it. So I actually bought my calendar through her affiliate link. I encouraged her to get an affiliate link, and then went back and I waited for her to set up the link, and then I bought the calendar through her because she was the reason that I even knew about it to begin with. So and I don't know if they have affiliate links anymore. I don't even know if hers will work, because I tried to get one and it doesn't look like they offer it anymore, which is totally fine. Like it doesn't matter. So these calendars come from 13moon.com. They're awesome. I love the artwork in them, and I just love all of the information that it provides, which is what I'm sharing with you in here. And then the other place that I get information, it's not the only one, but the other one I do on this channel is from astrodreamadvisor.com, astrodreamadvisor.com. And that's where it breaks down the wind spells, or at least it breaks down all of the Mayan Galactic Calendar, but I utilize it to kind of go take a deeper dive into the wind spell spiral of time. So that leads me into the calendar and where we're at today. And every time I come in here, I'm going to do the like overarching like flow of the flow of the vibratory words that are encoded into this entire year, because we have a whole year that goes from July 26th to July 25th. July 25th is what they call the day out of time. It started July 26, 2022, and it wraps up on July 25th, kind of July 24th, 2023 is when it'll wrap, because again, the 25th is the day out of time. Like there's really it's like no time. It's kind of a cool concept, but it's the red self-existing moon year. So this entire July 26th to July 25th year is the red self-existing moon year. So that's made up of the self-existing tone, which I believe is, I'm not even going to guess because I'll probably get it wrong. I think it's the 4th. I'll throw it out there. Why not? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So be it. It is. Tone 4 is the self-existing tone of creation. And then red moon is the red moon tribe. We all have a tribe and a tone that we are associated with, and that is our galactic signature. If that's something that you're interested in learning, you can go to 13moon.com. They have a calculator. I'm almost positive that Astro Dream Advisor has a calculator as well. And I think, what's the other one? Is it lawoftime.org? Something like that. But if you Google, even if you go to your favorite search engine and you look up Mayan Galactic Signature, I'm sure it will find one for you. If you don't want to do it yourself, if you would rather have somebody else do it, I would be happy to do that for you. You just have to let me know. But I will charge a small fee for my time. That's it. So But again, it's something you can totally, you can spend your own time and go do it yourself at 13moon.com, Astro Dream Advisor, or just look up Mayan Galactic Signature in your favorite search engine, and it will have a calculator for you. So there's 13 tones of creation, and there are 20 tribes that you could be associated with. And there are 4 colors. There are red, blue, yellow, and white. And I don't think it goes in that order. Nope, it goes red, white, blue, yellow. So the next one, the next like breakdown of the like time within the calendar. I don't talk about these very much. I probably should start talking about them more. So again, we have the 28-day lunar cycle throughout the entire red self-existing moon. It goes, so each year goes through each one of the 13 tones of creation. I'm really struggling with words today. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me. So there's 13 28-day lunar cycles. And right now, currently, we are in the rhythmic moon of equality. We're about done. I think we only have about 2 days left. And then but even higher up than that, and these are the things that I don't talk about that much, there's a 65-day season within the Mayan Galactic Calendar, and there's 4 of those. There's the red Eastern Serpent season of instinct. There's the white Northern Dog season of heart. There's the blue Western Eagle season of vision. And there's the yellow Southern Sun season of enlightenment. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what one we're in. Oh yeah, hang on, what's this one? Nope, that's not it. All right, so it looks like we're coming into the white Northern Dog season of heart. So that means we are currently in the red Eastern Serpent season of instinct. The 65-day galactic seasons that activate the powers of the 4 evolutionary guardians and represent a recurring ascending progression through the instinctual primal self, serpent, to the emotional mammalian self, the dog, to the mental planetary minded self, the eagle, to the enlightened solar self, the sun. So within the sacred 260-day galactic matrix, which is what the calendar is made up of, these 260 days, there are 4 65-day galactic seasons that activate the powers of the 4 evolutionary guardians. So currently we are in the red Eastern Serpent season of instinct. And we're about to flow into the white Northern Dog season of heart. So we're moving from our primal self to the emotional mammalian self. We're also flowing through a 52-day castle. These symbols mark the beginning of a 52-day cycle known as a castle of time. Each castle is a harmonic grouping of 4 consecutive wave spells. So red, white, blue, yellow, producing a coherent evolutionary stage in the dream spell journey by incorporating the 5 key qualities of its respective wave spells. And currently we are in the green central castle of enchantment. Okay, so those are the overarching, and then we have the 13-day wave spell. I think I talked about that, but maybe not. So again, we have the year that breaks down. There's 4 65-day seasons. There are 5 52-day castles. And then there are 13-day wave spells that spiral through each of the 28-day like moon month. I hope that all makes sense. So the code keys for the red moon year, the tone, the self-existing tone is define, measure, and form. The Red Moon tribe, the code keys are purifies, universal water, and flow. So the vibration and consciousness of those words is flowing throughout this entire 260-day cycle, or the galactic matrix, or the galactic calendar. I don't even know if that's right. Let me make sure that I'm saying that correctly. So there's 13 28-day cycles. I'm wrong. So this is a 364-day calendar. So the 260 galactic matrix, that's like the repetition of all of the tribes along with the respective tones. Because if you take 20 times 13, that's 260. So that's the entire matrix. And then it flows through this 364-day cycle galactic calendar. How that breaks down. Again, I'm learning, y'all. I don't fully know. I don't fully understand. But those are the code keys that are the like major thread that are flowing through this 364-day cycle for the I don't really know what to tell us about the 65-day season, the red Eastern Serpent season of instinct. Again, I guess that's really where we're it talks about this recurring ascending progression through primal self, emotional mammalian self, mental or planetary minded self, and then the enlightened solar self. So it's just that, constant journey, right? That spiral that we're I don't know about you, but I definitely, the reason that I believe that we come back around to things is because I've witnessed it in my lifetime over and over and over again. How I hear myself and I find myself saying, oh my gosh, I've been here before. Like, why do I keep bumping into this freaking wall or obstacle or whatever? And well, the reality is once you learn from the obstacle what you're meant to learn, then it doesn't necessarily stop showing up. It actually shows up a couple more times to see if you've really learned not to let those things trip you up anymore, not to let them stop you, not to trigger you on such a deep emotional level. So that's how you spiral back around to, it's sort of like review or even tests that we come back around to see, like, okay, where are you? Where are you in this, lesson that we call life, right? Anyway, so we're in the red Eastern Serpent season of instinct, flowing through the green central castle of enchantment, which I think is kind of cool when we get to today's day. The white wizard wizard is all about, or not all about, but one of their code keys is enchantment. So I think that's kind of neat that I thought to bring these up today, and here we are. So the code keys that go along with the rhythmic moon of equality that we are headed out of right now are organize, balance, and equality. And then we're also in the white wind wave spell. Today is the last day of the white wind wave spell, and those code keys are communicate, spirit, and breath. I hope to come in tomorrow where we are initiating the blue eagle wave spell. So that'll be kind of fun to kind of talk about that and learn more about it. But today we are going to talk about and discuss the white cosmic wizard. That is our day today. Super excited about that. Coming in here on one of my tribe days because I am a white wizard. I am a white spectral wizard. I'm still learning about that. Anyway, and today you'll learn with me. We'll learn a little bit. I'll get some repetition about what white wizard's all about, and we'll learn about the cosmic tone of the 13th tone of creation, and unpack the question that is tied with today in the final day of the white wind wave spell, and just learn more a little in depth about white wizard. So let's start with the daily affirmation. Sometimes I forget to do this, but we're starting off on the right foot, right? So the daily affirmation is, I endure in order to enchant. So there's that word, enchant. Transcending receptivity I seal the output of timelessness with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of endlessness. I endure in order to enchant, transcending receptivity. I seal the output of timelessness with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of endlessness. And for anybody who wants to, or is like me and likes to like see things or kind of like read through them, go over them so that they really like anchor into your mental body, I typed that into the description. I've been putting it into the last several videos that I've done. So if you want to read along, you may. All right, so we are going to start with White Wizard, which is the 14th tribe out of the 20 tribes. All right. The code keys for White Wizard are enchants, timelessness, and receptivity. The quote at the beginning: untie the past, or its impact will last. Don't worry or hurry to reach the future. It surely will never arrive. So that's the quote at the beginning. It's kind of profound, right? I mean, it's true. The past doesn't exist, and the future never comes, because all we have is right here and right now, the present moment. So there is truth. It's just kind of funny. Like, don't worry or hurry to reach the future. It surely will never arrive. Talk about a slap in the face, right? Especially for me. I focus on the future when I should be way more present. I'm transitioning. I'm working on that. We are all works in progress, hopefully, if you're here. Probably like me in that regard. The White Wizard represents the power of the jaguar, the shaman, the night seer, the earth wizard. Wizard says the time is always now. The present moment is your field of play. As the canvas of nature's cycles, you are time. Being receptive to your inner autonomous sense of timing, being on time with yourself, assures you will naturally be on time with your outer reality. Enchantment emerges from receptivity to the expanse of the present moment. I'm going to read that again. Enchantment emerges from receptivity to the expanse of the present moment. Wizards cast spells, enchantments. Spells are but personal myths. I don't know why that word sounds so funny to me right now. Spells are but personal myths that craft and define our lives. Spells remind us that words and beliefs have magical powers that generate states of fascination and entrancement. By becoming conscious of the spells we are casting through our words and beliefs, we can refine them and thereby magically shift our lives. I'm going to say that one more time. By becoming conscious of the spells we are casting through our words and beliefs, we can refine them and thereby magically shift our lives. Receptivity invites authenticity, transparency, and healing. When we are able to receive one another, deep truths feel welcomed into expression. Connecting soul to soul without guard, the collaborative forces of enchantment are unleashed. Let us be receptive to the omnipresent sacredness of existence, complete with its blessings and its challenges. Timelessness is an energetic dimension which has been masked by a linear notion of time. Together, we are remembering that time is the universal factor of synchronization. The present moment is always a living oracle. Wow, I really love that. May the wizards arise and break the spell of artificial time. Well, geez, I guess I'm doing what I'm called to do then, huh? Talking about this galactic matrix of time and how time is art, it's not money. And, really, hopefully helping to break the spell of artificial time so that we can begin to recognize that, what did that say? I am time. You are time, right? Like, as the canvas of nature's cycles, you are time. That's really cool. All right, so now we're going to talk about tone 13, the cosmic tone. The code keys that go along with tone 13, or the cosmic tone, are endure, transcend, and presence. All right, the quote at the top, it comes from 13 Moons in Motion. And it is, quote, 13 is the key to the Mayan galactic codes of fourth dimensional time and to the annual lunation cycles by which Earth is guided in her solar path. Again, that comes from 13 Moons in Motion. Where 12 represents the coherent formation of the sacred circle, 13 signifies the expansive spirit of the ascending spiral. Without the transcendent quality of 13, the force of circulation itself, 12 can leave us locked in infinitely complex details of form. Where 12 upholds the supreme coordination of third dimensional physical order, 13 ushers in the supreme revelation of the fourth dimensional spiritual synchronic order. The cosmic tone beckons us to transcend the limiting logic of linear time that we may expand into radial time. We are called to sensitize to the spiritually synchronized symphony of universal movement as it plays and unfolds the unique music of every moment. We are invited to consciously feel the interconnectedness of all life, to be present to the spirit which moves through all manifestations, guiding all arrangements of space and configurations of consciousness. We discover that we are always inherently on time by knowing we are time. I love this one. And I'm really what keeps bubbling up inside of me is how exciting it is that, from the time that I really pressed into the journey that I'm currently on and really started taking my spiritual nature much more seriously, and the fact that weird things happen to me and kind of I call them breadcrumbs, where anytime I reflected, I would be in a moment, and when I would reflect backward, I would begin to see the pathway of what led me to where I was. And it was really magical, even including my marriage. It's just so and I would have never known, consciously, I don't think I ever would have known. It's not like I really want to know what's happening. It's just always been this revelation that there are breadcrumbs leading you through life to get you to where you're going. And it's honestly part of me feels like it's sort of select a story. I don't know if you ever remember those, where you kind of you're reading a page and it tells you okay, if you want to go this way, go to page, keep reading, or go to this page or go to that page, right? Kind of like that, where there's these moments where you get to choose, and whatever you choose, that's going to take you down to the next place where you select, okay, where are you headed next? And I just began to see oh, I see all of the breadcrumbs. But one of those, what I'm talking about specifically here, is how beautiful it is that this whole, in 2017, this whole idea of harmonization and rhythm and vibration and frequency music, soul song, like it's really hard to verbalize because it's really something that you just sort of like, for me personally, like it just became like this knowingness within me that life is music. Life is like, which music is art, right? Life is art. And everything is energetic and vibrational. And so all of these things, like this whole, like where it was, okay, like, so 13 ushers in the supreme revelation of the fourth dimensional spiritual synchronic order. The cosmic tone beckons us to transcend the limiting logic of linear time that we may expand into radial time. We are called to sensitize to the spiritually synchronized symphony of universal movement as it plays and unfolds the unique music of every moment. And again, I had this meditative vision of myself as the maestro, not a master, because I know that that word can be considered like, I don't see myself as being a master necessarily. I'm a student along with each one of you, and a teacher. I mean, we all are, right? However, the spiritual maestro, that was just the conductor standing in front of the symphony, conducting, and the idea behind that was the conductor, the person at the front, they're not the expert in the instrument. The person playing that instrument is the one who's the expert. Like the conductor might know how to play the flute or might know how to play the cello or play the drums, right? But in that role that they're in, they're not the one actually playing the instrument. They're the one conducting to make sure that the timing of everything is synchronistic, right? It's in synchronic time. And that's exactly what I feel like I do as a healer. You are encoded with everything that you need to heal yourself. So as a healer, I'm really not doing anything except for opening that opportunity to be the spiritual maestro, to conduct all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time for your highest benefit, so that you can do what you were created to do, which is know everything you need to know and heal all that you need to heal. That is my role as a healer, a shaman, medicine woman, spiritual maestro, an energy healer, a certified Reiki master. I mean, whatever label you want to slap on, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same. We're all the same. Or we're similar. We're not all the same. There's similarities. There are commonalities as much as there are no commonalities between any of us, right? There's similarities along with dissimilarities. And that's each one of us. And so again, like if this resonates with you, if this is something that you get as geeky excited about as I do, hit the subscribe button on my channel and the bell, so that when I go live, you can come in here and maybe I can actually get to know each one of you a little bit better. I love community. I love people. I know that's really weird for a lot of people to understand, because I know people can hurt. I've been hurt a lot. But I recognize that for all of the bad parts that exist within human beings, there's a lot of really good parts that exist too. And I just do my best to stay focused on those. I know the bad exists. I don't try to deny it or ignore it. I just stay focused on the good stuff. And I would like to invite you to consider maybe beginning to do the same, because there's always bad and there's always good. And what you focus on will expand. So I want to offer that as an invitation for you. And it's just a thought, a belief that I began creating that has served me and served me well. So I just want to share that little nugget. But again, if you want to hang out with me more, if you want to experience that medicine space, where you get to come in and just allow those energetics to flow through you with intention, a lot of love and light and healing, come into the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. And you get there via the harmonic.us, which is my free space. And we can hang out a little bit more in that space. Also, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up key. Again, that helps me to get more people to see this content, because I'm growing. I finally hit double digits. I have 10 subscribers, which is just super exciting to me. But I want to keep growing, right? Don't we all? That is the point of life, is to grow and expand. And I am certainly ready for expansion. Okay, I'll move on. Did I read? I think I did. I'm going to repeat this though. We discover that we are always inherently on time by knowing we are time. Maybe that will free somebody, right? Like if you're living in the space of, oh my gosh, I'm always late. I'm always late. I'm always running behind. You're right on time, right on time. Trust yourself. And if other people get upset because you're quote unquote not on time or you're a few minutes now, your boss, that's a different story. Like I'm not telling you to be late for work. That probably wouldn't be very smart of me. So there are instances where, yes, you do have to recognize that you need to be on time places. But for the most part, like, I don't know. I just feel like we put too much pressure on ourselves, and oftentimes I think, especially like friends and family, I don't really know that they care that much. I get frustrated with my husband. He gets so mad when we're late for movies, and we're not even late. It's just that we miss, and we don't even ever miss the previews. But he likes to watch the previews, which is fine. That's cool. Like I respect that, but it's just funny to me. He gets so like frustrated. I'm like, dude, we're not even late. Calm down. Anyway, see, we're each uniquely different, right? As the climax of the wave spell's progression, which is today, tone 13 can embody qualities of any of the previous tones. Well, that's kind of cool. 13 is the key to time itself, presence, simple, patient awareness, receptivity to exactly what is occurring as it is occurring. Presence bestows depths of feeling, intimate information and guidance held within the living intelligence of the moment. The intelligence of the moment. I love that. Oh my goodness. We commune with the vastness of self, the essence self, which transcends all appearances of separation. Every moment, we are presented with the opportunity to transcend seeming limitations, to elevate our thoughts and behaviors beyond conditioned responses. By orienting in the present as presence, we expand and feel our undeniable interrelations with all of life. Oh my goodness, that's truly what happens inside of my group right there is every moment we are presented with the opportunity to transcend seeming limitations, to elevate our thoughts and behaviors beyond conditioned responses by orienting in the present as presence. And that is an invitation that I create within the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. We expand and feel our undeniable interrelations with all of life. When we are present to every situation as a divinely calibrated opportunity for personal clarity and growth, we transform our suffering or striving into the beauty of human evolution, honoring life as an external journey of being. As the tone of endurance, 13 is the force of the continuum. Ever onward life unfolds, integrating all that has gone before. Here we transcend through the cosmic gate, taking magic flight, magnetic return. Led back to one for a new wave spell's spiral flow, which is exactly what we're flowing into tomorrow. Day one, the magnetic tone of Blue Eagle initiates tomorrow. But today, right here, right now, we are tuning in to the tone of 13, that synchronic order that's opening up for us to flow through and explore. I just love it, y'all. All right, and the question for today, day 13. How do I surrender to the perfection of the larger pattern of my essence self? How do I surrender to the perfection of the larger pattern of my essence self? Essence self is what I like to refer to as harmonization with your highest expression. White wizard qualities, integrity, heart knowing, alignment with divine will, magician, shaman, jaguar, night seer, priest, magic. White wizard is the magician, whose powers are activated by wisdom that emanates from the heart. Such wisdom is not the intellectual understanding known in Western culture. It is the wisdom that comes from an alignment of heart and mind, which is why I call it heart mind, because they are in alignment. An open, trusting heart is a refined tool of perception. Allowing yourself to not know opens the door of the mind to a deeper understanding of the universe. White Wizard asks you to fully utilize this aligned mind to participate in magic. White Wizard invites you to step into self-empowerment. Empowerment comes from self-acceptance, integrity, and commitment to your evolution. Self-empowerment is not to be found outside oneself. Anything outside that brings you empowerment also has a divine foundation within you. I'm going to say that again. Listen carefully. Anything outside that brings you empowerment or that you think like makes you happy, makes you feel loved or loving, it makes you mad, angry, jealous, makes you bitter, makes you sad, makes you like ecstatic, like all of that, anything outside of you that brings you empowerment also has a divine foundation within you. If you feel a need for the approval of others, I'm so guilty of that. I'm working my way out of that, but man, that was being a people pleaser was huge in my life, all the way up until just a few short years ago. So I got to go back to that. If you feel a need for the approval of others, look to self-empowerment. When you feel effectively engaged doing what gives you joy, your energy naturally expands to include more of who you are, and magic flows synchronistically into your life. Claim your alignment with the highest wisdom. Call forth divine action in all that you do. Align your own will with the divine will and your essence self. Be transparent, innocently allowing magic to come through you rather than needing to create it. Open to heart knowing and limitless possibilities. I am in the right tribe, y'all. That all really connected and resonated with me, being a white wizard. I need to revisit what a spectral wizard means, and it's the 11th tone, which again, I know from numerology, 11 is a master number. So that's pretty cool too. But I'm a white spectral wizard. So I got to dive in and learn a little bit more about that, I feel. Anyway, this is a little bit longer session than I've done in the previous ones, but it's been a fun day. It's been a good day. There's a lot going on in the world. We're still feeling the potent, powerful energetics of Grandmother Moon. She is in her fullness in Cancer, which is my sun sign. So the moon is one of my celestial ruling bodies, and I've always been fascinated with her. The other ruler of my celestial, like the celestial body ruler of my signs, is the sun. And I've always, like when I recently found that out, which was a couple of years ago, that my moon sign is Leo, which is ruled by the sun. So I'm ruled by the moon and the sun, like I have, or this moon and the sun, which is feminine and masculine. And it's like, there's something else that is like energetically coded in me that points to the idea of the like divine union, like being very potent within me. So it just resonates with me, the whole notion of really allowing the divine feminine and the sacred masculine to come together and work in this very like synchronistic flow to create. to manifest, to bring things, to work together in harmony and harmonization. All of that just really feels super connected within me. It resonates, right? Yeah, so that's pretty much today. If y'all have anything that you want to share about what maybe you've learned through your journey with the Galactic Calendar, or specifically the White Cosmic Wizard, maybe you are a White Cosmic Wizard, or if you know your galactic signature, I would love to know that too. Share it with me. Let's see. Yeah, if there's any white wizards out there, I would love to connect with you. Again, we can just dive in and learn more and more about one another and the energetics of all of this Mayan galactic matrix of time. It's just really interesting to me. And so that's why I come in here and share. If you are getting value from these, a couple things you can do to help me out. Like I've already said, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell so you get notified when I do these lives. Or come on over to the harmonic.us. Join me for Monday meditative mornings for free. If you want to dive into the long distance group energy healing space, it's a subscription based group. It's $19.99 a month, and it is the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. You receive that life force healing energy sent to and through you every single day. That's part of your subscription. And then I go live and we all meet together in that space if and when we're available on Tuesdays. I'm also on Instagram at Heart Rhythm Healing, and on Facebook, Heart Rhythm Healing on there too. And then of course, right here, Heart Rhythm Healing. Anyway, thank you so much. As I always say, time is the most precious gift that we can give to one another. So thank you for sharing and gifting your time to me. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being interested in this content. I think it's kind of cool. I'm sure that we would resonate because I don't think that very many people are into the galactic calendar of time. So let's connect on and just start building community. Anyway, beautiful love light. Until we meet again, I love you very much. Go shine.